loved my wife. I didn't hurt her.
Detective Raven, the city's municipal cloud is at your disposal. Every camera, cell phone, and database. You must gather evidence to exonerate yourself. If you are innocent, prove it.
I need to find out who killed my wife.
That's a look at Mercy. It's hitting movie theaters today, and it's got a wild sci-fi premise. It follows a detective accused of killing his wife, and he's got just 90 minutes to prove his innocence to an AI judge. Jackson Weaver joins us now to break down this film and share his thought. Geez, that sounds like a scary premise. So what is Mercy all about?
Yeah, it's almost a little bit of a word salad, but I think what's scary is it does, at least on paper, seem frighteningly feasible, and the movie, I think, also thinks it is potentially feasible because it's taking place in the very near future. In the year 2029, as you mentioned, a detective, Chris Raven, played by Chris Pratt, wakes up. He was unconscious and he doesn't know where he is, and he hears this commercial. The commercial describes this amazing new technology that has been instituted over the last couple of years. The Mercy Court, which you see there, has a AI judge played by Rebecca Ferguson, but he's not just getting an on-the-job refresher. As you mentioned, he's on trial because of evidence given by his detective partner, Jack, by his daughter, Britt, by his AA sponsor. He has found himself as the number one suspect, as the person who has stabbed his wife, obviously a very bad thing. And as you mentioned, you get 90 minutes to prove to this judge that you are not guilty, and if you don't, a sonic pulse goes, you die. And it's very scary. I mean, again, as we mentioned, the parallelism, but this film does what so many other sci-fi films do in going a little bit campy, I think intentionally, to highlight how frightening our own reality can be. We have a little clip here. You can get a little bit of a taste of the tone of the theme of Mercy. Let's take a watch.
I have full access to the servers during trials. It is the foundation of my ability to reach verdicts. You may use any and all resources available to this court to provide me with evidence of your innocence. Should you be found guilty, you will be executed in precisely 90 minutes.
No.
Your trial will now commence.
No.
There you go. You get Chris Pratt in a chair, which is not necessarily playing to his strengths. He's a very emotive, big comedic actor, but he's trying out something new. I'll say the end results, there's a bit of good and maybe a bit more of bad, let's say.
Okay, let's start with the good. What might make Mercy worth our time?
I mean, this is an action sci-fi thriller, and it understands that. There is punching, there's fighting, there's running. It's seen remotely on the screens. I think I'm a little bit in the minority here in that I don't necessarily think the acting in this is very bad. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. The critical reception of this has not been great so far. A lot of it coming down on Chris Pratt's acting, which I don't necessarily think is the worst part of this film. And if you're just looking for something to turn your brain off to, which I don't think is at all a bad thing. We all need escapism. We all need entertainment. 70-ish% of this movie kind of works for that. And I am now officially out of good things to say because at that 70% mark, things really, really, really go off the rails here.
Okay, tell us about that.
I mean, to be quite negative here, I think that what this movie really, really fails to do is to follow through on its premise. And not only does it not follow through on it, it kind of negates its own reason for existing. Now, as I mentioned, this is about an AI judge deciding on not only the liberty, but the life of this man. And I think as we've kind of danced around, it's frighteningly realistic. We have generative AI here. We have AI systems analyzing healthcare, in some cases analyzing certain aspects of justice. We have like cameras monitoring us out on the streets in some places. This film sets that up as almost a good thing. The good guy in this movie ends up being an AI judge that saves everybody. And I think that goes to the heart of why this movie was made. It's directed by Timur Bekmambetov. Now, you may know him as the director of Wanted. He's also behind this new in the last few years, technology called Screen Life, which enables people to make movies much more easily that play out on the computer screen. You may have seen Unfriended. You may have seen Searching. You may have seen last year's War of the Worlds, which we all know how much everyone loved that film. Those are because of Timur Manbetov, and one of the things that he's really wanted to do is now go with another system called Stanislavski, which is going to make AI actors more efficient. So there's a lot of AI tech things going into this film, and the way that this movie deals with technology, deals with AI, is to try and make the argument that it's what's going to save us. There's a line that Chris Pratt's character says where human or AI, we all make mistakes, but we all learn from it. And it's just so backwards, so insulting, so infuriating, the exact wrong message this movie should make, and it makes it so poorly. And I didn't even have time to talk about how incredibly off-kilter and illogical its ending is. So I'm not the biggest fan.
Wow, you sure aren't. What kind of rating are you going to give it? Like a 0?
No, it's not that bad, because there are elements that are entertaining-ish. The acting is not terrible. It's only when you look under the hood it becomes terrible. So 2 out of 5 stars. There's something there. It's not the worst thing in the world, but for me, oh my goodness, please watch something else.
It's just a little bit of mercy from you, right?
Yes, a little bit.
Jackson, thank you.
Thanks.